Good morning, everyone. Welcome again to Enlightened World Network's Day of Transformation. Stand in your divine authority. We're having a great time this morning with the speakers that have already come forward. And now we are blessed to have with us Andrea Adams-Miller, who is the founder of the Red Carpet Connection. She's also the executive director of the Keep Smiling movement. Welcome, Andrea.
Welcome is so the best word we could say to everyone. I feel very welcome with you, Terry. Thank you for having me on.
So welcome. And we're just honored that you're here. And you're going to talk to us about peace, love, and acceptance, starting with a smile. And I'm just going
That's
to turn it
correct.
over to you, and I will see you after your experience that you're going to take us through.
Sounds lovely. Good morning, everyone. Oh, what a beautiful, bright morning, starting with the meditation and then with Ken Rashawn, who's the co founder of the Keep Smiling movement, along with Barry Shore and our COO, Crystal Richardson, and of course, me, Andrea Adams-Miller, the executive director. So, the Keep Smiling movement, we're about spreading a dose of hope, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. That's what DOSE stands for. And that's what happens when you smile. And we are about smiles and about love. And in order to be able to overcome the 264 million diagnoses of depression that happened last year, and the numbers that are bound to go up in triple due to craziness that's happening in the world, I want to make sure that you have an opportunity to find peace and happiness with your smile. So what I'm going to do for you now is present you with a hypnosis. So this if you're driving, pull over to the side safely and put yourself in an environment that's safe. You want to sit down, relax. You can close your eyes or leave them open and just listen and be with me in the moment. So as you hear the sound of my voice, you'll start to feel this lovely experience of increasing your confidence, expanding your joy in your heart, and coming into complete happiness so that you can continue to have smiles, which is a society merging international leaders and entrepreneurs for social responsibility. As you listen to the sound of my voice, sitting in complete relaxation, you start to go down deep and deep and deep from 10, 9, 8, 7, breathing in and breathing out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deeper and deeper. And I want you to imagine yourself on a beautiful, beautiful green, lush pathway, soft grass. It's incredibly peaceful and tranquil. And all the shades of green are vibrant and alive. And as you look around, feeling the light breeze on your skin, you notice all of your favorite flowers are growing and budding right next to the pathway. The breeze starts to carry that sweet essence of those flowers up through your nose, wafting in. And as the sun rays gently warm your skin, that beautiful toasting feel, you have this incredible sense of calm coming over you, as if a warm wash of water has blended over you. And as you begin to walk down that pathway now, feeling as peaceful and tranquil as you can be, you notice all the beauty and wonder of this amazing place surrounding you, as if it's hugging you and giving you love. As you round the bend, a pathway opens up into a large clearing. In the middle of this clearing is a large, strong, majestic looking castle that raises high into the bright lights above. This castle somehow seems very familiar, and you realize that this is your castle. You make your way closer, remembering how beautiful it is, excited to be there, and you hear the sounds of the flags flapping in the light breeze that takes your attention. As you make your way towards the gate, the drawbridge lowers, creaking down with a nice thud as it hits the earth and the dust blows up. You walk across and enter with a sense of familiarity, confidence, security, joy, and lightness. Inside this castle, you look around and notice the surroundings. You realize, wow, you haven't been there for a very, very long time. It's actually dirty, dusty, musty. Oh, you know, it's time for you to clean up inside. The day is hot and the work is hard. You find yourself sweaty and dirty and dusty, and you're thirstier and thirstier for clean, cool water to quench your thirst as you scrub and clean and fluff out that dirt and sweep it away. And yet it gets warmer and warmer. And as your conscious mind continues to scrub, sweep, rinse, blow away and clean that dirt away, to clean inside this castle, I'd like to speak directly to your unconscious. Imagine yourself now sitting on the most relaxing, plush, comfortable, cushy couch that wraps its arms around you as if to hold you with support and love. And in this moment, I'd like you to imagine all of those things that you don't really like about yourself, the insecurities that bubble up, those fears that get you in the night, those negative desires, past regrets, those limiting beliefs, those things that you heard and that you believed about yourself, all of it. Imagine it as if it takes on another entity, someone that looks like you, but embodies all of those things that you don't like. It stands up from the couch and it walks across the room. As it turns around and looks back at you, you realize that all of those qualities, all of those feelings, insecurities, and beliefs, they had a purpose at one time and they helped serve you through situations. They helped you cope, they helped you learn, they were a band aid to the situation at hand. And you realize that you don't really need those anymore. They don't serve you anymore. Thank that entity, that being for serving you, and all those things for being there. Just in your mind's eye, just a quick bow and thank you. Namaste. Thank you for serving me. Tell that old you, I love you. I love you all for being there for me. And feel the love inside of your body now. Extend that love for the old parts of you that you've grown beyond now. And hear that old you say back, I love you too. And I did love you. And I'm glad I could serve you. And tell the old you, I accept you. I forgive you unconditionally, recognizing that anything that was done or said was what they thought was the best choice that they had at the time. And now you've grown past all of that. Say, I forgive you. I forgive you. Feel, I forgive you. And feel that unconditional forgiveness as it washes back over you as they say, I accept you and forgive you unconditionally. The new you that's grown and moved on. Now imagine that shell around that body, that entity of the old you, of the things that no longer serve you, becomes translucent and then transparent. And you see all that dark, dirty, dank fluid that fills the shell, those things that no longer serve you. And you tell the old you, It's time I release you. And notice as the valves and the fingers and the toes slide open easily and gracefully, and that old dirty fluid drains out of the fingers and toes onto the floor, into the ground, where it's all returned to a positive source of energy to be renewed, where it can serve someone else who needs that. Then discover that bright orange light with industrial strength cleaning power as it now beams downward from the sky, filling the crown of that head of that entity, filling that body from the toes up as it floods down to the bottom. Now the valves closed and it fills those toes, those feet, those ankles, and that body fills it up, scrubbing, rinsing, cleaning, refreshing, filtering any impurities, any negativity. And as that moves and churns around and bubbles and cleans and scrubs, the valves open again. And that orange, beautiful, glowing fluid and everything that was left behind, all that residue, all those things that lingered, now wash clean and drain out of the fingers and toes gracefully and easily and down into the ground where it returns to positive source energy to serve someone else. Now consider, who's your hero? Who's your mentor? Your idol? Who is that person whose confidence, joy, and happiness has those qualities that just fill you when you see them? And those are the things that you want for yourself. Think of that person now. That's right. That first one that came to your mind, that's them. Imagine now that this new body takes on the shape and physical characteristics of that admiration, of that person you admire. It takes on their likeness and even takes on their feelings and their energies, the ones that you love and admire about them. And as it takes on that energy, imagine a bright white light beaming down from the sky. It's the loving light of the universe, and it bathes around that person. It's that from which all creation and all possibility springs forth. And it's filling up that body with all of the qualities of that confident, beautiful, happy, joyous person that you want for yourself. You watch as that bright light fills up. Every crook and cranny is filled. The top is filled, and the outer shell begins to resemble the new you as it seals and encompasses the new you. It turns form transparent to translucent. Then the color fills in and you recognize it as the new you, the new qualities that you embrace and that you've always wanted and desired for yourself. Those that you never thought were possible for you now fill the new you and are there and present. And as you still look at this entity and this person that's you imagine yourself standing up from this couch and walking across the room, and you go and you step into and embrace that new body of you with all the beautifulness, joy, and happiness, amazing qualities of self merged with the new qualities of you that you have just downloaded and manifested into this beautiful new light of you, both physical, spiritual, emotional, intellectual. This is now you, and you feel the happiness and that joy and that confidence just merge and take over you as you just tingle and enlighten with energy. It surges through your body. This is you. You have never felt more happy, at peace, and confident. You have all of the qualities that you've ever desired. everything that you only dared to dream, and a deep, unbreakable love for self, no matter what takes over you. You feel this growing within you, the realization that you have the ability to handle any situation that comes up with confidence, joy, and ease, and a smile. You perceive others in the world as accepting you, realizing that it's simply their projection or their opinion, their thoughts, their emotions of what's going on for them in that day. Maybe it's a bad day. Maybe they lack confidence in themselves. Maybe they lack self love. But that whatever anybody else has going on, it's just words. It's just a behavior. It's just an action. And it really has nothing to do with you. You're still perfect, complete, and whole, no matter what they say. And you can now hear it without emotion and without any negative response. You just hear it with love and respond appropriately. You now project that love onto everyone you meet in person, everyone whose energy you come in contact with, anyone virtually and through your social media platforms, through your words, your pictures, your essence, your energy. You share that love to everyone that comes across your path, whether you know that or not, whether they know it or not. Each and every person that is touched is a magnificent being to you, and you see and feel their inner beauty. You find yourself easily making new friends more and more, finding that you always have love and support in anything that you do, and that you're embraced and forgiven, and you meet people with open minds to who is the real, genuine you inside. You're comfortable in every social situation. You're comfortable on camera. You're comfortable in a virtual reality of online social platforms. And as you have this comfort and happiness and smiling about you and peace, you easily strike up conversations simply by saying hi, hello. You help people become interested in you by first being interested in them. You have the confidence to enjoy yourself in situations, and you express happiness and joy even when you're alone. You're confident and at peace about your own appearance. You embrace your body for who it is and how it shows up. Anything about you that you previously thought was imperfect is now perfectly imperfect. And you embrace the differences that you have, loving the uniqueness of this unique you. You have the ability to mix with people easily, groups easily, situations, and you realize that you're so valuable by connecting others to others with joy and happiness and a smile, knowing that when you bring positive people together, you exude more positivity in the world. You also feel the sense of enlightenment, of joy, this expressed sense of calmness and being that even when you're alone, you have everything that you need and that you have every opportunity to manifest the things that you desire, that you'll choose and pick the right words that reveal exactly what you mean. And at the same time, are words that land beautifully with the people that you're around. And in the circumstances that you're perfectly imperfect with your words or your actions, you'll find you'll quickly realize that you're using them in such a manner that doesn't land. And you quickly are able to say, forgive me, let me reword this, or let me explain, or I have, I need a moment to be forgiven. And the people around you, they do. And you feel confident that you can say or do anything and be loved and accepted for being real and genuine. And that allows you to smile And when situations happen in the world, you hear something that's unhappy, someone passes, or a situation of unrest is happening in the world. Instead, you look for the goodness in that and you look for the light and you send positive love and energy to that person and you smile when you hear it and you smile when you know, knowing that because you're present and that you're hearing this information, that you as one person have the strength and ability to make a difference for the entire world, if only to sit in peace for the moment and send positive love and energy to the people that it surrounds, and to warm the earth with peace and joy, enlightenment, because you can help add to the energy of the people that can help find positive situations and solutions to the things that are negative, and that you can see it encompassing because you have the strength. The power of one is within you, and you know that when you extend that to others, that that power then manifests in multitudes into great joy that abounds and surrounds other people. It's clear that you have all the strength and wisdom all along to be able to solve and overcome and manage anything that comes your way. On the count of three, you see yourself in a social situation, people all around you making eye contact and smiling at others. Three, two, one. And it's clear that the people around you are interested in you. They want to meet you, and you find yourself curious about them. You have so much fun in every moment, whether you're alone or with other people. It's so easy to just be you, and the thoughts about yourself are being replaced by the being in the moment, enjoying the fun. Instead of trying to create the future, you instead create the now. If shyness was something you dealt with in the past, you realize that was simply a thought pattern that you had learned and that has now been diminished and erased with the things that you let go. And it has nothing to do with your self worth. You are very worthy. You find yourself now focused on others rather than self. And any self consciousness or shyness about you simply melts away as you allow your curiosity and your interest in others consume your focus, driving you to reach out and connect. And from this point forward, you're more confident, self assured, relaxed, and outgoing. These suggestions are implanted so deeply in your subconscious mind that people notice, really notice this change in you, and even without you consciously changing any behaviors. Because the transformation from your unconscious is so deep and profound that that confidence and happiness and joy radiates from your pores and radiates from you. And as you finish scrubbing, rinsing, and drying the last of the outer rooms of the castle, you notice one large room right in the center, and you see this amazing room filled with treasures of all kinds. This is a storehouse of all the vast, untapped resources inside, all the potential for good and the resources for achievement that you have not yet tapped into are stored in this room. And all of these treasures are rightfully yours. They've been stored in you all along, for you, by you, whenever you want to need them. Naturally, you want this treasure because it's rightfully yours, and yet you cannot take it. The force is preventing you from taking that treasure, emanating from this black statue in the center of the room, a statue powered by a magnificent jewel embodied in its forehead. It's the embodiment of all negative forces of failure and defeat within you. It has been placed in this room as the guardian of treasures, making the other guardians of the world unnecessary, to free this incredible storehouse of untapped potential so that you can become the person you're capable of being. You overcome the negative forces of failure and defeat within you, which are acting to prevent this. These tendencies are personified and embodied within that massive statue. You go to that statue now and you pluck the jewel free from the forehead. And as it falls to the ground, you notice that it dulls and loses its shine. Now on the floor, it changes to a lump of coal, and you step on it with your foot. and crush it into dust. The power of that statue is gone, and you push yourself to the side of it and go around and watch as that statue now topples and shatters into 1,000 pieces on the ground. You're now free to gather them up in all the treasure that you desire. And as you wish, you can take these treasures back with you, as you are somehow magically able to take all you need in the moment, knowing that you can retrace your strips across the steps across the drawbridge at any time. And you take these treasures with you at any time that you have a lack of confidence in your ability to have, to be, or to do, or think. You go to your castle and you recapture any treasures that are still contained within there. Remember, you are whole, total, and complete. You are absent of nothing. You are not void of anything. You are only filled with light. And this evening, when you go to bed and sleep and put your head upon the pillow, you'll go into a deeper, more restful, sound sleep than any other time in your life. And if there's anything unresolved about any issues, it'll all be worked out in the dream state. And when you awaken in the morning, you'll be renewed with a sense of strength and vitality in your body, your mind clear, alert, and your energy on high level with a smile on your face. And when I count to five, you come 20% all the way back until you're fully back, awake, wonderful, refreshed, confident, and secure about your future and all the events and everything within. Five, four, three, two, one. Be here now.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
needed that.
I needed that too.
I really needed to hear those words, and thank you. Thank you so much for inspiring us today. How awesome of an experience. And for our listeners, this is something you can go back to over and again and go into that castle. Andrea, what a blessing this has been today.
Thank you.
I want people to know you more. I want them to get more Andrea. So please share how we would do that. How can we find you?
Let me share two ways. One's through my business, www.theredcarpetconnection.com, where you can sign up for an assessment to have 15 minutes with me, whether it's for your personal or your professional life. So theredcarpetconnection.com. And you can reach out to us through www.thekeepsmilingmovement.com. The Keep Smiling Movement, there you can find our contact information. You can get a free ebook, and you can join our Facebook page, the Keep Smiling Ambassadors. And we are there as a support system for love and acceptance and happiness and joy, so that you can always find a place where you can reach out to someone and find a smile in return to help you step back into your power of what you're capable of. So thank you so much, Terry.
Beautiful, Andrea. I enjoyed that and I enjoy you. You are a blessing in my own life. So thank you for being here and sharing of your beautiful self. And
Thank
for
you.
those of you listening, please stay with us. Coming up next is Jane Mountrose, who will be on with Deb Goldberg. And just as a reminder, we are taking prayer requests all day long. So if there's someone you want to put into our circle to lift up in prayer, I will be leading that this afternoon around 4 o'clock. So please put in the prayer requests. I'll be gathering them all up and paying attention to who is in our circle to pray for. Thank you so much for being with us at Enlightened World Network. We cherish you and have a blessed rest of your day, hopefully spending some of it with us. Bye, everybody. Bye, Andrea.
Keep
Thank you.
smiling.
Smiling. Bye.